They'll throw on first down with Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And, Charles, I know Ryan Shazier, who made that tackle, a youngster you like a lot.
I love him, and I liked him a bunch coming out of Ohio State because the more this game leans towards speed and less on bulk, that's where Ryan Shazier excels because of his ability to run down plays. If anything goes away from him, he'll chase it. A lot of the time, he can run with tight ends, running backs downfield, and pass coverage. That only helps his outside linebackers like James Harrison and Bud Dupree get to the quarterback.
Now it's Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle.
And Brandon, I think Mohamed Sanu had a nice career while he was in Cincinnati, but he really elevated 2016 in Atlanta. The most catches for himself in a single season.
59 of them, 4 touchdowns. Really a nice compliment to Julio Jones, and he was a nice compliment in Cincinnati. I don't want to say he's not a number 1 receiver, but he plays that number 2 slot well, doesn't he?
He does, and I think it's because of his versatility. He can play in the slot. He can play out wide. They can use him as a wildcat quarterback. He has thrown passes in the NFL. In fact, going back to his days at Rutgers, I think he threw 18 passes while he was at Rutgers, so you never know what you're going to get when Mohamed Sanu has his hands on the football.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Alone to the right is Jones. On second down, Ryan. It's caught left side, Tammy. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Tammy's got it. Complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And complete on the right side, it's Tammy. A gain of 6 there on first.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, it rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Wheaton with a catch right side. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And they're going to speed things up here.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kamal Ishmael. And the return will stop right around the 25. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter. Not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. We saw 5 receivers out there, third down from that distance. You had to think quick pass. They were able to get it done.
No doubt about it. Everything went quickly on that play. The processing, getting the ball out, getting it to the proper target, and picking up the first down. Hard to defend. Maybe your only hope is get your hands in the passing lane on the pass rush and try and bat it away.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A really good pickup of 28 yards. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receiver's eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be third down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. Third and 2. Now Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now the offense lining up first and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Roethlisberger. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Second down now after the pass completion. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
All right, here we go.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. He's going to get the football. Down right around the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. That is caught at the 7. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
That's caught at the 1. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ladarius Green from 4 yards out. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They're down in the... And again here, we'll see the Wildcat.
Let's go!
Out of the Wildcat, this is Freeman. Spinning past him. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 on the pickup there. And it'll give the Falcons a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away.
Watch tight, tight end right. Watch tight, tight end right.
Now Ryan on first down. The left side completion to Jones. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeves. Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught left side, Tammy. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Jacob Tammy taking it in. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And his kick is right through. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. 2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Man open left side is Brown. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Eluding the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And oh, not good here. Their field general is still down, and that would not bode well for this offense if he's unable to continue. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Goes underneath for Bell. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 22 yards on the pickup there. And the Steelers are going to have a first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. He'll get the football here. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Like any team, they would have loved to have more yards on that run. But it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
Even score late in the 4th. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They come up in an offset eye. Now it's Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Ladarius Green, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And complete on the right side. It's Tammy. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Connects with Sanu right side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough third down awaits them.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. This is brought in by Hardy. They get 14 yards there and a first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. So he makes the grab and the change move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Caught on the right side by Jones. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. That is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taylor Gabriel with time running out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. To throw for it is Ryan. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will give the football back. So 20 seconds remain. It'll come down to this. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And this is going to be recovered by the hand. There he goes, right side. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Extra point now by Boswell. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And out of bounds there on the kick. Shift together here from the D-line. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Ranks 50, ranks 50.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Watch 18, 18, watch 18.
He's back to throw. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
Well, the play caller certainly can't enjoy that touchdown because he's got to dial up a 2-point play that can tie things up.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 1, and it's incomplete. They needed 8. They only got 6 here in the final seconds as the 2-point conversion fails. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.